Sorry guys, there was a call coming in. I didn't even notice it. So I don't I don't know exactly where we were. So I'm going to say this again. Someone could have made you think that you were the only person they were dealing with, and you found out that that was a lie. Maybe you started to investigate, get a closer look into what's been going on with this person, and and you realize that someone here is crazy. I want to see what's up with this obsessive lover. Who is this obsessive lover? Is this the person who could be a Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini that's coming out here? Yeah, there's fighting, or somebody was competing for someone. Someone doesn't have a problem with fighting. Someone could be very aggressive. It could be a fire sign as well. Tell me more about this obsessive lover. Who is this? Yeah, it could definitely be a fire sign or an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries energy out here. But both cards flipped out in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is the moon. I feel like for some of you, you don't know who this person is. That is this obsessive person. So this could have been someone was dealing with outside of you. Six of Swords in the reverse. Somebody jumped from the frying pan into the fire. Something is not progressing. Something is not moving forward with this person, with this karmic energy that they went towards here. It feels like that's where the carless is coming in. As someone may not have a car between the two of them, or just something is just not moving as forward like someone thought it would. Okay, with the Four of Wands in the reverse, this is an unhappy family. This is canceled plans. This is someone trying to get out of a home, moving out of a home, getting away from someone. Okay, so someone is trying to get away from a karmic. They want to forget, but they can't. I feel like this is you now, that someone wants to try to come and maybe like rehash something with you. Ace of Cups, try to start something new with you, but you can't let it go. Five of Wands, because maybe you fought like hell to get past this person, to heal from this, or you fought like hell to get away from a negative situation that this person got you into. Okay, so you are fully aware that, you know, this person is not healthy for you, but they're having a hard time releasing the thoughts of what they did. So with the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, this is something here, some cycle that someone doesn't want to end. Death in the reverse. Someone is not able to move forward. Something is like repetitious here with this person, like negative thoughts, negative patterns of behavior that are stemming from this person's resistance to change. Someone here is not accepting that something is over, or they're not accepting that they are the cause behind the different situations that have been going on in their life. Okay, someone has to realize that it's their Queen of Swords is coming out here again. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have Scorpio energy out here as well, along with fire. This Queen of Swords, I feel like it could be you speaking the truth, being honest. This could be something that you have communicated to someone, or someone else is communicating to this person the truth. The High Priestess here. There's a High Priestess that is speaking the truth here, enlightening someone about why they're constantly having a negative cycles, negative patterns that will only change when they grow, when they elevate, when they stop doing certain things, when they start making better decisions here. So, like I said, the obsessive lover could definitely be someone outside of this connection, who something's not going anywhere with, and they have a desire to try to straighten something out with another person, but it's not going anywhere because someone's not able to forget and forgive here. Okay, especially when someone was trying to convince someone that they were the only one, and that was a lie. So somebody's getting justice here. Someone's learning their lessons with this Justice card. Someone's having to face the truth about themselves, their decisions, the consequences of their action. What's this Justice card? Someone could be having to go to court. Okay, I see a victory in court as well for someone. It may not be connected to this. If you're going to court, justice with the Six of Wands is someone coming out victoriously. Could be a fire sign, could be a Libra here. Okay, something is victorious. Someone has supporters here. All right, whatever the choice that's made here, I feel like it's a good decision. It works out here. Okay, it works out. You got the Lovers, Six of Cups. Someone desires to return back to home, return back to something that feels, you know, comfortable for them. It feels like a soulmate connection that is out here. All right. Or if this isn't someone returning home, this is someone meeting a soulmate and it being very successful for them. What is this here? Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini out here. Somebody sees someone as wish fulfillment here. But this Ten of Cups in the reverse is the challenge. There's an unhappy situation, a dysfunctional family that's involved. What is this? What is this Ten of Cups in the reverse? If someone's walking away from an unhappy family, an Empress energy, someone who they have children with. Okay, someone could work a lot, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Someone who could be like self-employed, or someone is really working hard to maybe save up some money, or someone's constantly always at work. Somebody's also learned a lesson here, Scorpio energy, from their past. There could be someone that likes to stay at work. What's this Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Cups? The Chariot, Cancer energy. Somebody is trying to avoid any it's like somebody's trying to avoid drama, so maybe they stay away, because we have too many cards indicating that someone is in an unhappy situation and they're constantly like, yeah, they're constantly like in and out, or maybe this is a makeup to breakup situation. Someone is a bit flighty, they want out, and so they may stay at work. Okay, yeah, somebody's burdened by a lot of things here. Okay, but what does this have to do with the collective here? So Sagittarius, Cancer here, that's trying to reunite. Somebody wants to let go of all these burdens and struggles that they have. Somebody took someone for granted and now they're having to bear these burdens all on their own. So someone could have had a really good friend with someone with the Three of Cups, someone who they could have had fun, celebrated with. Maybe there was an engagement, maybe there was a wedding, something here, and I don't know, something here now is a burden to someone. Someone's carrying it on their own. It could be this Emperor energy here. All right, somebody's trying to get back control of their life, but they've got some things that they got to sort out, and it has something to do with them struggling to move on, struggling to yeah, they're struggling to let something go. Seven of Wands is someone standing up for themselves, fighting back, being very protective. I feel like there's an Emperor who wants to stand up and defend himself and assert himself in a situation that, you know, it's like, I got to get this under control. World card. They want something to be over. What is it that they need to do? What is it that they need to do? Ten of Swords. They just need to go ahead and end it. Okay. Yeah. The Page of Wands. Somebody has their eyes set on something new anyway. Somebody's possibly waiting for some news to come in. Some good news before they end something here. Sagittarius, Gemini energy. Okay. So with all of this going on with this person in this situation, where's the collective at? The majority of the collective, because some of you, you know, you are this person. You're fed up. You don't want to hear anything. You don't care. You're kind of focused on your creative arts, or you're too busy trying to protect your energy for people feeding off of you. You don't want to be bothered with drama. You realize that something just is full of confusion. You don't want any involvement with it. And then some of you are just rolling your eyes because you feel like someone just ain't shit, or there ain't shit gonna change about a situation or a person. So you're very unfazed by it. This is where the majority of the collective is here. Ignoring. Yeah, so you could be ignoring someone. Mind you that somebody made you feel like they were the only one, but they're involved with someone else who is very protective of them. There's like drama and fighting going on over here. Yeah, someone's head is not in the clouds. Someone is not overthinking this situation anymore. I feel like someone is like not bothered anymore. Okay, so what's coming in for the collective who is deciding that enough is enough with this situation? They're not interested in this any longer. Some of you may have recently found out that someone was cheating, that someone was dealing with someone, or they had like a marriage or a living situation that they were unhappy in. Maybe somebody wants to come and tell you this here. Okay, you're being patient because you feel like everything is going to unfold in divine timing. So for some of you, you may have an idea with the high priestess being out here that something is going on involving someone's stability, and this is why you may be going ahead and releasing it, accepting it for what it is, because maybe this person has not told you. For some of you, this is your twin flame that is secretly yearning for you. They're secretly yearning for you because they've got a situation that they need to take care of in order for them to really heal here. Self-care is in the reverse. Somebody is not taking good care of themselves, and they're not taking good care of the situation that they're wrapped up in. So it's a very unhealthy, toxic environment for someone. So you're releasing it because even though you may feel like this is a divine counterpart, whoever this person is from the past, you're not willing to stay around, and continue to act as if everything is okay. For some of you, you have a friendship that is leading to more, but there's also rejection out here. So if someone rejects you and decides that they want to be friends with you, I feel like somebody's going to come back and apologize because they really want more with you. I feel like somebody enjoys your company, enjoys your time. Someone may have rejected the idea of a relationship. Somebody wants to apologize to you. So someone may be wanting to go out, or someone may ask you out or something. Yeah, second chance, exactly. There's a relationship that may deserve a second chance. It may not be this person, but I feel like this is some type of friendship dynamic where someone is kind of regretting that they did not consider your offer seriously, or they didn't make an offer, period. Maybe they overlooked you for another situation that is causing nothing but drama in their life. Okay, but yeah, that's what's going on. But I feel like a lot of you were already 10 steps ahead of someone. You already knew what was going on, so you kind of prepared your heart and mind so that you didn't get your heart broken in this situation. What would this person say to you? For some of you, there's multiple energies out here, so take this trigger warning how it resonates. I went through your phone, so someone did go through someone's phone. Either you went through someone's phone, this person went through another person's phone that they were dealing with. Someone found out something through a phone. And then you have I am an opportunist. So someone could be just dealing with someone because it's a stable union or something like that. Maybe it's some financial security there. Your expectations are too high, and my friends and family didn't approve. So somebody's friends and family are not approving of a connection. Maybe someone feels like you want too much, you ask for too much, that what you're expecting of them is just too much. I don't know. Maybe someone was thinking this in the past, but I feel like they're regretful of that now. They couldn't control you like they wanted to. This person here wanted control. You began to ask for more than what they were willing to give here. Okay, so maybe some friends and family didn't approve of the person who they were dealing with. I don't know how to change. Yeah, I said that earlier, someone is going through karma because their resistance to change. Someone doesn't want to remove themselves from a situation that's toxic, or they're refusing to change their mindset. Maybe when it comes to you, maybe this is someone who still wants to control you, still wants to manipulate the situation with you, or they want to keep you straddled along without ever realizing your worth and your value. So someone could be having to face some consequences for rejecting a contract that would have actually been good for them. So their karma could be that they're in a cycle with someone who is constantly on their ass. There's a lot of drama, somebody going through their phone, finding out how sneaky they are, exposing them, all kind of shit could be going on with that. But this person feels like you helped them to heal, and they thank you. So there's something about someone in this story where you helped someone here, okay? Now, whether they went back after you helped them to heal, that's on them. But I feel like for a good amount of you were helping someone, and maybe they were focused on sex, because good sex is out here. And now it was all about sex for me. So you could have helped someone to heal, and they could have gone off to explore, very immature, just thinking with their wand, and they connected sexually with someone. And I feel like something is not going somewhere something is not working out for someone. This is why someone could possibly stay at work. What's up with this? I still see that Eight of Pentacles peeking out here. I feel like someone was sex driven here. And they regret it. I couldn't give you what I didn't have. I had a one night stand and it ruined me. Exactly. Whoever this person is, they got themselves involved in something, either with you or with someone outside of this connection, and they bit off more than they could chew. Okay, I feel like this is someone who realized they couldn't give to you anyways what you deserve. Okay, how did you show up in this relationship? I feel like you showed up very loving, nurturing, caring. Two of Wands. You had options, you had choices. Okay, the Tower, the Seven of Coins. So I feel like you were willing to invest in a situation, but you started to see where something with this person might not have been a good decision. Look at the Queen of Cups coming out here. You foresaw. That's why you were 10 steps ahead. You foresaw the Tower in this situation. So you began to love on yourself. But I feel like you were in this Queen of Cups energy. But I feel like for some of you, you did not go all out. Okay, you started to think about what you were investing here with the Seven of Pentacles, especially if you were healed already. Now, for those of you who are struggling with healing, you may have been, over giving, over loving. You might have came in too loving and too caring and may have given a little too much into the situation, not realizing that this person was kind of keeping their options open. This is why the Tower is out here, because something could have hit you unexpectedly. And with the Eight of Swords, it could have put you in like a self-imposed imprisonment where now you have like a fear of intimacy, fear of opening up. So for some of you who are still like working on your healing, this person may have caused a minor setback for you. But for those of you who already knew what time it was, you were 10 steps ahead. It's like this, you didn't allow this person to get too far. Okay, Six of Swords here. You moved on to calmer waters. You were led away so that you could properly heal and to kind of like invest in yourself. Okay, Ten of Cups. Okay, so here we are with emotional fulfillment, family, happiness, marriage. What's the Ten of Cups out here for? I feel like you showed up with this love, this, maybe even with the Ten of Cups, you could have invited someone to your home with your family or something like that. The Knight of Coins is someone who's very dedicated. It's slow, but it's also someone who can be very committed to the journey, someone finishing what they started. So you at one point were open to really seeing this thing all the way through. But this person began to show you something different. And instead of you like lingering in this energy of being loving and compassionate, I feel like you popped out as the Queen of Swords on them. Three of Coins. You may have had to get some advice or some wise counsel. Maybe you talked to somebody about it. For some of you, you went into hermit mode, may have gone into counseling here. Ten of Swords. And then, went ahead and put this to rest. So, with that being said, any final messages here for the collective? Let's see, where are we going? Let me go with this deck here. Final messages here for the collective. I want to say to those of you who did not waste a whole lot of time in the situations, congratulations for you seeing the red flags sooner, pulling your energy back before it got worse. And for those of you who may have said, well, I stuck it out and it really wore me out, it was very painful with the Ten of Swords, I feel like you are healing. It may be time, Three of Pentacles and Hermit, maybe to seek some professional counsel to help you to overcome, the heartbreak and the disappointment. I am definitely an advocate for mental health counseling. I know we just wrapped up mental health awareness, but in my house we use growth therapy. I always recommend growth therapy. Surrender to silence here. It says in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So as you remain silent, maybe not taking any action, maybe not communicating, maybe not, really dealing with this situation with this person any longer, you begin to just heal. I feel like a lot of you just went ghost. That's what that card is saying to me with the Hermit out here too. I feel like a lot of you just kind of isolated yourself so that you can heal, not talk to this person, not talk to people associated with the situation, and you just begin the process of healing, or some of you will, okay? Because this is what this is about, you know. It's about your healing. It's about you recovering from the pain of connections that did not serve you, so that you can move towards your purpose in life. It's not about just experiencing all this heartbreak and disappointment so that we can have a reading to talk about. This is your life, and for a lot of you it's very hard. It was very painful to go through, and I want you healed. I don't want you repeating another cycle. I want you to, you know, learn the lesson and move on, so that you will have that testimony that, you know, in the end it all worked out. Don't, you know, you don't want to keep repeating the cycle, because I feel like for some of you, whoever this person is, they have yet to realize that they are the common denominator in the situation. They continue to open doors and rack up more karma for themselves, because they're refusing to heal. They're refusing to change what they're doing. You don't want to be this person, and you damn sure don't want to be a part of their circus, okay? So I'm going to leave it here. Ace of Swords, exactly. That's the truth. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. Like I said, just know bigger and better things are coming. Someone is thinking about you. And it is what it is, right? I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.